Brought to you by
youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
Good evening and welcome to UBC News Tonight. Today on the 29th of June 2025. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha and thank you so much for tuning in. We're coming to you live from the Now Avenue. In our top stories of the day.
Brought to you by
Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
Tonight, President Museveni calls upon the people of Gomba to remain patriotic. Police arrest 21 suspects of Saturday, 28th of June 2025 string of street robberies and assault. And later on, the NRM Secretary General Richard Todong dissenses from Rowdy Street Gang. Uganda Table Tennis Federation elects new office bearers according to the new sports law.
Uniquely Ours. Explore Uganda.
State Minister for Kampala, Kabuye Fatogabye, has urged the people of Nakasongola to elect a member of parliament who is in NRM. According to the minister, not electing an NRM contributes, and member of parliament in NRM contributes to the district's slow pace of development. He was speaking at the belated Women's Day celebrations in Nakasongola district.
And with the women of this place to celebrate their Women's Day. They missed the Women's Day, which I think happens on 8th March. So they postponed it until they came to us when they approached us and they said, we want this, but we don't have this. So all they were lacking are resources. We mobilized the resources and then we said, let's stop be. So that's why we came here. But also to strengthen and intensify our message of socio-economic transformation to these people, especially the NRM philosophy, which I'm very grateful that they have conceptualized it properly. Now they are becoming focused in our endeavors. So we believe, come this year, one, they will vote wisely, unlike the other time where they were just voting by excitement. Then two, they have understood of what they need to work together in order for them to transform their households for better opportunities in life. So these are the things we are trying to fight. And unity ranges in all social aspects and including politics. Because some people think this vying for this position is over ours is a do or die. I'm telling people, no, this is not a do or die. But don't go and spoil. Because every time you come and spoil, you're spoiling NRM's agenda and plan. And once the plan is distorted, an enemy can now go through.
President Yoweri Museveni has called upon the people of Gomba to be patriotic for their country, Uganda. In a message delivered by the Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabanja, Museveni opened the NRM house at Madu in Gomba district, constructed by Ronald Mukimbiri, a contestant in the NRM primaries for the Gomba West Member of Parliament.
Prime Minister of Uganda, Robina Nabanja, represented the President at the launch of the NRM house at Madu in Gomba district, constructed by Ronald Mukimbiri, a contestant in the NRM primaries for the Gomba West Member of Parliament, a member of the Patriotic League of Uganda, led by General Muhoozi Kainerugaba. Later, the Prime Minister visited the studios of a community radio in the building, which will be used to champion the goals and objectives of the NRM party.
The president yasindise okujja okugulawo office za NRM.
During the function, the Prime Minister was introduced to members of the National Unity Platform who had crossed to the NRM.
Njagala okwaniriza mwenna abavudde mu nuupu okudda mu NRM. Temuddangamu ne mwambala yunifoomu emyufu. Era n'obutambala obumyufu mubulabe nga saakiririgo. Mwambale ebya yero byokka. NRM ye! Munsabire ye!
During the function, the members of Patriotic League of Uganda reported the Prime Minister why the NRM party lost support in the last elections in Gomba.
Obuzibu buli mu kuva ku bakulembeze abatali united, abakulembeze abatali bumu, abakulembeze abakotogera Gomba, abakulembeze abalemesa enteekateeka za NRM. Kiba kitanga President Museveni mutuuze waffe wano ne batuwangula Gomba. NUP natuwangula. Naye kyanvudde ku ntalo eziri mu baki mu bakulembeze. N'olwekyo tetujja kutuula. Nze ngava chairman w'ennyale busobola kukkiriza nuupu kuddamu tuwangula mu ki mu Gomba.
Okulembeze bwaffe mukkirize abaana bammwe mubawe ebifo ebisooka. Eggwanga lino Museveni okulikulembera ebbanga ery'emyaka 40 lwakuba amanyi obulumi bw'eggwanga lino.
No maama kikugamba nga ntya Katonda nga mwagala okuwiping out NUP mu deploying PLU ku ground. Ffe tutegeera NUP balina ba foot soldiers, tulina ground troops byanjawulo nnyo. Ffe yaffe tingatinga. Mama, Gomba erina obuzibu. Gomba ebbanga lyemazeewo. Ebadde tolondanga mwana nzaalwa wa kuno. Bannagomba guno muguwa gwammwe.
In the message delivered from the President, Museveni called on the people of Gomba to be patriotic for their country if they are to develop.
In a special way, I wish to thank the family of our elder, Muzei Isa Chisabit, for making a significant contribution to the construction and completion of the NRM offices. I commend you for showing such unwavering support for the NRM party. The love for the country, non-sectarianism of religion or tribe, no suppression of women, and no marginalization of the youth, the disabled, the underdeveloped areas such as Karamoja, etc. Number 2, Pan-Africanism. That is working for the Federation of East Africa and beyond, as well as the common market of Africa in order to guarantee greater prosperity and strategic security. The unity of the market of Uganda is not enough to guarantee our prosperity.
Ronald Mukimbiri called on the Prime Minister and the President to work on the bridge that connects Gomba and Kalungu district.
Omugga gwe Katonga gwagwa tuli mu myaka 7. Abantu bafa bafiiriddemu nga bayita mu kaato akali awo akatalina makulu. Abantu basukka mu 2 abafudde ab'ekifampaawo banjulira. So tusanze obuzibu nga bannagomba nti omukulembeze be tufuna bamaanyi nnyo tebatuuka ku bantu ba wansi.
International Evangelist Benny Hinn has implored President Sharon Museveni to ensure a peaceful nation and granting Ugandans freedom of worship. Benny Hinn made the remarks while manifesting at Miraculous Healing Crusade held at Miracle Center Cathedral Church in Kampala after meeting the President and First Lady at State House, Nakasero.
Is the priest also?
Is this your daughter right there, sir? I see the Lord on her.
Benny Hinn arrived into the country for a 3-day evangelical crusade to lead a season of miraculous experiences. Preparing for the second day of his crusade in Uganda, Benny Hinn earlier met President Yoweri Museveni and the First Lady Janet Kataha Museveni at State House. He commended the president for ensuring peace and unity in the country and granting citizens the freedom of worship.
There is no definition of life among the men who have tried to define it, because life is a person, and his name is Jesus, because it says in him was life, and he said, I'm the way, the truth, and the life.
President Museveni applauded the evangelist for his love to Ugandans and for the courageous and healing sessions to masses.
The value addition to Africa by Christianity was the message of resurrection, which is what you are saying now. Because that one was really new. Our people knew God. We call him Katonda in our language. Katonda, the creator of things. We knew that. Our ancient people knew that.
Yeah.
But the issue of resurrection was new. This is what I told them. When I said this is the value addition to Africa by Christianity, which is exactly what you are saying. Then the message of Jesus, love God with all your heart and all your mind.
Yes, sir.
And then love your neighbor as you love yourself. This is very, very important also.
And I pray for this wonderful president and his dear wife that you've ordained in this nation to lead this nation to your righteous path.
First of all, we want to thank you for welcoming the anointing the way you did, to provide him with security, transportation, your own vehicle. And Mama, thank you so much. Mzee, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Later, Benny Hinn, a famous known charismatic leader, preached to a crowd that gathered for a second day of the Miraculous Healing Crusade at Miracle Center Cathedral Church grounds in Kampala. Benny Hinn blessed the gathering and the Kayanja ministries led by Pastor Robert and Jessica Kayanja. Evangelist Benny Hinn officially inaugurated Robert Kayanja Jr. as a full pastor and gave him the blessing to traverse the nations and preach the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Who is this young man here? Who is this young man? That's your son. I know some expected alive. I can feel his glory. Come on, Jim.
I'm Evangelist for UBC.
In the past, if you said
Government has handed over 1,100 land titles to residents in Kikuube district in a move aimed at boosting land security and ending conflicts related to land grabbing. Among the beneficiaries is 50-year-old Reverend Canon Eric Twine, the Dean of Bunyorektara Diocese and a resident of Chidoma Parish, Chizera Mfumbi Sub-County.
Finance Minister Judith Nabakoba presided over the handover event.
N'olwekyo mwebale kulonda abantu babaagala abafaayo. Ekirala bwe kituuka ku nsonga z'ekikube mu Parliament bateesa n'omutima gumu n'olabanga balina obwagazi obw'abantu n'obwa disitulikiti yaabwe. N'olwekyo mwebale nnyo mwebalire ddala okubaweereza era mbasaba nti ne ku mulundi guno abantu b'Ekikube neewombeese nga minisita w'ebyettaka mukomyewo abantu bwe bati abategeera bye mwagala era bamanye ensonga yammwe.
Residents highlighted how land insecurity has blocked development, especially for women in farming.
Abaana bato bahoyiremu mama minisita kulira ensonga yange enu abo ebyo byonna byowulire omulipoti ya sipiika omulipoti ya chairperson LCCR nyina amasiga gayingi.
Local leaders welcomed the initiative.
We are here to take on the mantle. We'll still go on to carry on the voices of the voiceless to His Excellency the President. And above all, I still urge the government to still continue considering us. Kikuube, we still have lots of land issues. In my constituency here, there is a place called Wamutonga. The locals have suffered with this case for over 20 years.
This land titling exercise is expected to greatly reduce conflicts and drive socio-economic transformation in Kikuube and beyond.
Police have confirmed the arrest of 21 suspects in connection to the Saturday 28th June 2025 string of robberies and assault which happened in the areas of Nile Avenue and National Theatre, where many of those caught up in the racket were left nursing serious injuries and others counting multiple losses. The ugly scenes happened on the day President Sharon Museveni was picking interest forms from the NRM party electoral offices.
As hundreds of supporters gathered in Nakasero along Chadon Road to witness the expression of interest of President Kaguta Museveni on Saturday 28th June 2025 on the other side of the city, tears were the order of the day as a group of gang carried out a random robbery targeting pedestrians and street vendors. The ugly scenes targeted mainly areas along Nile and Parliamentary avenues.
Police in Kampala have arrested 21 suspects, including 2 females, in connection with a string of robberies and assaults that occurred on June 28, 2025 at around 2 p.m. along the National Theatre and UBC roundabout area.
With many reporting cases of lost property, gloomy faces and fractured legs and hands, police has swung into action and arrested gang leaders.
The suspects, disguised in yellow t-shirts, targeted people heading to Chadondo to witness the nomination of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, as well as motorists, business people, and pedestrians.
Although many of the suspects were donning yellow t-shirts bearing portraits of President Museveni, there is no credible evidence to link this gang to the ruling party. For those so far arrested have been locked up at different metropolitan police stations as they await to face charges of assault and robbery.
Using CCTV footage, police tracked and intercepted the suspects in various areas. The arrested individuals are currently being held at CPS Kampala and Wandegeya police station.
According to police, they have commenced the process of reviewing the CCTV footage to track down those still at large.
Police are reviewing CCTV footage, identify suspects involved in additional incidents. One suspect was injured while trying to flee and is receiving treatment.
For whoever was caught up in this mess, police is calling on them to step forward and aid in the process.
Authorities urge anyone who was victimized but hasn't reported to the police to come forward immediately.
Very horrific news, and we pray that everyone that was involved is held to book. Now, NRM Secretary General Richard Todwong has distanced himself from a group of gangs who donned yellow t-shirts and publicly opened violence to a section of city dwellers on Saturday 28 June 2025 in Kampala. Todwong has told the police to investigate the matter and bring the culprits to book and act as examples to the rest of the others.
That incident is regrettable, but the security is investigating, because we cannot rule out that those could be elements from the opposition that dressed in our t-shirts and caused that incident. Because in the history of NRM, our youth have never behaved like that. That behavior is not for NRM. It is similar to behaviors of other parties. So we are still investigating the conduct of those young people, which is very regrettable, and indeed is very, very unfortunate that they could behave like that in NRM t-shirts. We don't condone such behavior, and we do apologize for those that were affected, because the fact that they used our t-shirt to cause that is bad enough. But we want to know the nitty-gritty. Good enough, the footages are there, the faces are known, the police is investigating each and every of them who was involved in this. But it was really, really unfortunate. However, the function went on very well. There were so many people who came, and we really celebrated, and we congratulate NRM members for the milestone we have scored.
Youths and leaders in Busia district have endorsed President Sharon Museveni as the National Resistance Movement candidate for the 2026 general elections. The endorsement took place during the handover ceremony of an ambulance to Busitema Health Facility.
The event was held at Busitema Playground in Busitema Sub-County, Busia District. It was led by the NRM district leadership, represented by Ajambo Betty, Secretary of the Women's League, and Obonyo Gaetano, the youth chairperson.
The reason why we had to endorse the president as youths of Busia district, for us, we feel he deserves the position he's in. He deserves that position as a good leader. That's why we decided to endorse our president. Because for us as youths and our leaders, we are seeing that there is change in the district level and in the whole country as Uganda.
Obonyo Gaetano, who donated the ambulance, said the gesture was a symbol of good governance and peace under the leadership of President Museveni.
I donated an ambulance for Busitema Health Center 3. According to the challenges I've been seeing my people are going through. And this challenge, for sure, it went deep inside me. I had to feel it. I had to feel the pain of my people. Then I had to donate that ambulance for Busitema Health Center 3. But that ambulance is not only working for the Health Center 3 or Busitema people, it's serving the whole district. So my information to each and every person who's outside there, it's good to stand strong for the party, NRM party.
Ajambo Betty applauded the youth for taking the initiative to endorse President Museveni.
The President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni as the NRM presidential candidate for the 2026 general elections.
President Sharon Museveni has challenged religious leaders to encourage believers to work hard towards achieving decent and improved standards of living. He notes that in the process of working for heaven, some of the faithful become negligent about their earthly responsibilities and thereby end up perpetuating and entrenching socio-economic backwardness and poverty in their respective families and societies. He was represented by the Vice President Jessica Lupo at the Thanksgiving ceremony for the Bishop of Luwero Diocese.
Mukawa mulungi obude bwona
President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni abalamusiza. Ne Mama Janet Kataha Museveni naye abalamusiza. Today, I have come as a messenger of His Excellency General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni and Mama Janet. I am happy to join the faithful of Luwero Diocese as you mark the first anniversary of the consecration of God's servant, Right Reverend Wilson Kiseka, as the fourth bishop of your diocese. I congratulate the bishop on the achievements that have been reached since he assumed the spiritual guardianship over Luwero Diocese. I thank you for fostering peace and development among the people of God and pray that the Lord continues to keep you in good health and wisdom as you shepherd His people. I thank you for your cooperation and urge you to continue supporting all the development projects of the diocese. The NRM government will continue to partner with the bishop and the entire diocese to extend services to the people of Luwero district. The government recognizes the diocesan projects aimed towards job creation and poverty eradication. When I arrived here, I also went and saw the synod project, the project of the synod. Lord Bishop, I sent a message to tell them that I have been shown the synod project, and His Excellency the President asked me to return with the account of the synod project so that he can extend 50 million shillings onto the account. But for Lord Bishop, for the ceremony of today, His Excellency sent me with 30 million Uganda shillings to extend to you and Mama for hosting your guests today in this big gathering. I have received your report, which you have presented before all the Christians. It is 2-point-something billion to complete the project, and therefore I will be your advocate to continue asking His Excellency the President and some other friends to join hands with the Christians here so that the project can be completed within the timeline. So when I take the account, I will also send a small contribution as a small person of 20 million Uganda shillings. Those who put their trust in the Most High will forever be blessed by Him. We shall not perish, not forsaken, for His promises forever stand. He is the only true friend indeed. Always with us when we trusted in at His heart.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
Uniquely ours. Explore Uganda.
You got us on your wallet. Bobby, again! What's this drama?
Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SIGs, elections, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders, June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals, youth, PWDs, elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders. No! F-O-M-B! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
At UNOC, we believe in safety.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukota Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the first floor.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your entertainment and grooming needs. Bring your family and let your kids splash around in our beautiful kids water park. We are located on Aroa Pakwachi Highway in the heart of Aroa City. Don't wait. Visit us on www.hotelconfidential.com or call us on 0761 688 181.
In the neighborhood neighborhood. Near stagnant water and mosquito breeding sites, malaria lurks, always waiting to strike. But fear not, for here comes Mr. Vaxxer, the ultimate protector against malaria. For years, malaria has been one of the biggest threats to children under 5, making them weak and even putting their lives at risk. But now, the government is introducing a new solution, the malaria vaccine. The malaria vaccine is now in the routine immunization schedule. The malaria vaccine is administered in 4 doses. At 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, and 18 months. This vaccine will provide extra protection against severe malaria. And don't forget, routine immunization protects children from many deadly diseases. Every vaccine matters. Visit the nearest health facility for routine immunization services today. Mr. Vaxxer, the malaria vaccine is free, safe, and ready to protect our children. Will you join the fight and complete all 4 doses? For more information, call the Ministry of Health on 0800 100 066. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health. Brought to you by
Welcome to the business segment of UBC News Tonight. The Akaserengeto Savings Group in Kalerwe has received a major boost after President Sharon Museveni donated 20 billion Ugandan shillings to support its transformation into a fully registered SACCO. The group, which is a hope for youth and women in Kawempe, continues to rally for economic empowerment and self-reliance.
The group's leaders said the donation has come at the right time. In his remarks, Major Moses Biaruhanga called for proper utilization of the funds.
The President has started them off with 20 million. Today, we put it on the account yesterday, we banked it on the account yesterday. And when we monitor how they are working, we can always add on more money.
He attributed poor leadership to the underdevelopment of people living in Kampala.
Under Myoga, Kampala, we had put in 18 billion in Kampala. But when we carried out an audit, we found that only 53% of the Myoga were functional. The 47 were non-functional, 47%. From 18 billion, that's about 8 billion lost. So, but now, all this was happening because the leaders don't follow up. All these Myoga are within the population of Kampala. The leaders in Kampala, all the councillors are opposition people. The mayors are opposition people. The Lord Mayor is opposition. Now you wonder, how come they don't follow up this? Because these are programs in their localities.
He encouraged the Akaserengeto group to work closely with Microfinance Support Center. He also announced that a meeting would be convened with stakeholders in the hides and skins industry to streamline exports and boost local leather manufacturing.
Mr. Haji Mwebesa has raised the issue about the hides and skins, that they were stopped from exporting them. Yes, that's true, because we want those hides and skins processed in the country. We have a factory in Kaumu. We have a factory, that is a government factory, and a set house. There is a factory in Jinja, privately owned. These are processing this leather so that our people who are making shoes, who are making bags, who are making money purses, can buy leather locally here.
Biaruhanga also revealed plans to roll out a Katali loan program with an interest rate of only 8% per annum.
So I was encouraging that this circle here, to which President has donated 20 million, also because the circle determined their own interest. So my advice to them that the interest should be low, more or less match the one of Katale loan, so that if it is high, it becomes prohibitive.
Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Stakeholders in agriculture, including farmers, especially coffee growers, agro-input dealers, traders and others, have appealed to the government of Uganda to take action and eliminate counterfeit agricultural chemicals and inputs from the market which are causing losses to farmers. During the agriculture training focused on coffee at the Farmers Centre in Chibuye, Kampala, they stated that if this issue is not urgently addressed, it will further destabilize the market for agricultural products, hence affecting the economy.
Farmers gathered at the Farmers Centre in Chibuye for an agriculture training on modern farming techniques. A farmer from Mitala Maria in Mawokota Mpigi, Francis Chirangwe, narrates the benefits of the training sessions he and other farmers enjoyed.
Tubadde tutawanyizibwa emmwanyi zaffe oluusi zimyuka, emmwanyi zikala ebikoola, naye bye batuyigiriza n'eddagala lye batugambye nsuubira nga bijja kutuyamba nnyo.
Fiona Migade, the executive chairperson at Matuga Industries and Logistics, an expert in agriculture chemicals, appealed to government to address the issues of fake agricultural inputs.
The finding is that there are so many fake adulterated drugs that are being sold in the country. We are calling to the authorities, we are calling to whoever is perpetrating this big problem in the country to stop. It is high time that we felt for our country. It is high time that we got a heart for our farmers. And to the authorities, please assist us to be able to get to the bottom of this problem.
Migade said they organized the training to equip farmers with knowledge in modern farming and livestock keeping.
Training session because we want to build a revolution of farmers who know exactly what they are doing, who are not going to make losses because of the coffee rush that is in the country at the moment. This training session is empowering the farmers to ensure that they start what they are doing with knowledge. This session is to help the farmers understand the different pitfalls where they are going to fall and the areas where you will not get profitability if you do not do it right.
Some of the trainers uncovered issues that oppress the farmers.
You find that one of the biggest problems in the country is the counterfeit. And I want to give an example. You find out that one of the times you find a farmer who has planted over 1 million seedlings, but he gets a very wrong counterfeit of pesticides or medicine, and then his whole plantation is down. That farmer will never come back to farming. And trust me, this is the most biggest problem we've found and interfaces with our farmers.
The agricultural training was organized by the Farmers Centre.
Here's your chance to win school fees for your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
And you're back for the UBC Sports News. Uganda Table Tennis Federation has as part the new sports law elected new office bearers. Take a look at Ramondo reports.
After a postponement early this year, Uganda Table Tennis Federation has elected new office bearers that will manage affairs for the next 4 years. The delay in elections allowed table tennis in Uganda to align within the confines of the new sports law that has allowed it progress from an association to a federation.
Yes, it has been a very tall order, and I am very happy that today we have fulfilled the last condition under the New Sports Act. The New Sports Act has two big problems. One, they want your sport to be they want participation in your sport in the districts. You can't just have someone signing for you and you say I'm there.
During the elective General Assembly at Baguma's restaurant in Kampala, a former national tennis icon, Cyrus Muwanga, has assumed presidency unopposed.
Who I am. As we gather here today, I am reminded of the immense potential that lies within our association. And I am excited to work together with each of you to realize our shared vision for table tennis in Uganda. The district sports officer from Chiruhura mentioned that let this group be the seed schools from which we are going to launch table tennis in all the districts. And working with my two gentlemen who are executive members already, I want to confirm to you that those present today are going to be our seed schools.
During his playing time, Muwanga, who is now into education at Grand Maria School in Nabingo, represented Uganda at various levels, including at the Islamic Games.
Discipline is also going to continue to be paramount. When I say discipline, just like Mr. Robert, I don't take indiscipline lightly.
Also elected unopposed were Joseph Rukundo as the General Secretary and Brian Senyonga as the Treasurer. Outgoing President Robert Jagwe advised the new leaders to maintain the strides the sport has taken, with this, according to him, achievable minus in-house wrangling. Muwanga will at a later date name his Vice President, Technical Director, and 4 board members to complete his executive committee.
That's all we had for you in this hour. Do join me later on at 10 p.m. for more news coming your way. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha.
Buza Kamisona.